How old are you and how much do you have in savings?
I'm 74 and I'm not going to disclose how much I have in savings.
Ballpark figure or
Enough to live a few lives.
a few lives? Oh, very nice. And what do you do for work?
I'm an art curator.
Oh, do you love it?
I love it more than you can imagine.
How did you get into a job you love? Because I know people do struggle with that.
At first I started out in institutions, directing museums and working for museums, and eventually I went independent and created my own firm. That gave the freedom and independence to make decisions that seemed appropriate in terms of what to work on and where to focus one's attention and what cultural things to bring to an audience, because I created a company that took exhibitions to museums around the world.
But did you always know you wanted to go into the creative space?
Always.
And how are you finding the cost of Sydney compared to America?
You know, I think it's getting more expensive than America. House prices are crazy. When you see coffee shops with signs out the front that say, "We really feel your hurt for the cost of living. We are doing $10 box lunches between 12 and 2. You know that there's a public demand for that kind of reasonable prices.
Would you change anything in our society or culture to do that you think could help cost of living?
It's always a balance between taxation and earning enough to survive. Taxation benefits in Australia are that you have enormous infrastructure benefits, wonderful public transport, good education, very good medical care. The problem comes with the privatization of some of these institutions. For example, one of the costs around Sydney of the tolls in the tunnels is onerous, completely. So this is the privatization factor, where you have companies able to charge what they want, pretty much, to cross town and spend, $10, $12 or whatever it costs, because the government didn't have the money to do the road infrastructure. That seems like misuse of tax money. That should have been free.
And do you own property in Australia or America?
I don't. No, I don't.
Would you ever want to?
One always likes to have one's home. No, I like actually being free and mobile right now. I like renting, and even though that gives a little less security, it is at the same time freeing. You can choose where you live.
We work for a company called Coposit, and we help people enter the property market with just $10K. You are welcome to download our app and learn more. Otherwise, thank you.